Hey guys, and welcome back to Beginner Basics, the series where I teach you the core and most important processes in metal mixing to get you a head start into this undoubtedly confusing world. Today's episode is all about balancing and panning, and it's going to be a quick one, so buckle up. I'm going to be showcasing two different examples in these videos of different subgenres, one of which is available for download in the description below if you want to follow along. I'll also only be using the most basic of plugins on Pro Tools for these videos, just to make these videos as accessible as possible for people, but you can use whatever plugins you want, although we won't be using any today. Balancing is simply using your faders to level each track in your mix. It's about deciding what should stand out and making sure the focus of your song is clear. I usually start with my faders all the way down and then slowly drag them up as they start appearing in the song. This allows me to focus on instruments and tracks one at a time. I also work in folders, which is what we set up in last week's episode about organisation. I generally start with drums if they appear at the start of the mix. Quick tip: when you're balancing vocals, you are never going to be able to get them to sit right in the mix. It takes a lot more processing to do that, so just get them to sit roughly on top of the mix, mute them and ignore them. I don't even touch vocals until I finish processing every other track, and that includes EQ, compression and effects. So don't worry if you haven't got vocals going or if they don't sound right, we'll fix that later. Panning is about taking a frequency and using this dial right here to determine where it sits in the mix. It's a good rule of thumb to either go from the drummer's perspective or the audience perspective when you're doing this. Here's how I do it. Already you're going to start to hear, for lack of a better term, how balanced your song is starting to feel. You have a focus somewhere and you're going to start to learn just how important that is in mixing. And now you're ready for the next steps. Next week will be all about EQ, so it's going to be a much longer video, so make sure you tune in for that. In the meantime, experiment, practice, and happy mixing. See you next week.